let me show you what makes this absolutely one of the best things I've ever done. What's going on? It's Ben with liftedimports.com, and I wanted to share with you guys real quick just a mod that I've recently done on one of my vehicles that I'm going to be putting on the Subaru the next time I need to wire up any accessories, and that is the aux beam switch panel. Now, I know a lot of you guys are already on this, but I'm a late adopter, so let me just show you what the switch panel looks like. We're actually in the Jeep today, because the Jeep, I need a bunch of lights on this thing because it's not uncommon for us to be way up in the mountains after dark, no light whatsoever, and figured it would be useful to wire up some different light bars and some pods. And so I finally broke down and bought one of these after asking tons of people about them. I finally just said, why have I not bought one of these yet? And here's what the switch panel looks like. So you're just gonna have this one little switch panel. It's got a silicone cover on it right now to keep the dust out of it. But each one of these buttons corresponds with a bank in a fuse box that comes with the kit that's in my engine bay already. So I'm gonna take you to the engine bay. I'm gonna show you that fuse box. We're gonna take a look at it, and I'm gonna explain how this just simplifies the whole process of adding accessories to your vehicle. So let's go over there, take a quick look. Of course, you already know, representing, even when we're in the Jeep. But basically, you're gonna have this little switch panel right here. This comes with the kit, like I said. Take the lid off, and inside you can see you've got your 6 relays, and then you've got your 6 fuses corresponding to each accessory. These 2 are not in use. I've only got these 4 wired up currently. And basically, the way that this works is instead of having to run everything through the firewall now, everything goes directly into one of these 6 banks here. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you get to decide where do you want each one to be. And this first bank, this corresponds with top left. This is top middle, top right, bottom left, bottom middle, bottom right. And you essentially just take your power wire from whatever accessory it is. You just pop it right into that little corresponding spot for the wire, screw it back down, and now it's hooked up. Like it's literally that simple. Now, the only thing about this specific one that I purchased is it doesn't come with a bank for grounding. So you just ground to the body. You just find like a good spot that you want to ground things to. Like I got this little ground. I just hit it with some sandpaper, cleaned it up, and threw a ground wire there for one of the accessories. But you can find one spot that you like and just ground everything there with some small lugs or whatever. I suck at wiring, actually, so that's why I bought this thing, because I absolutely hate wiring. I'm not good at it. It's the least favorite part of car modification that I do. But that's literally how simple it is. And in order to wire up this panel, it has a little power wire here, and I need to clean this up a little bit, but it has a little power wire. And I just ran it into the fuse box so that it could get power from the ignition, basically. So only when the car is on does this get triggered. And I just used one of these little mini fuse things, wired it up, and now it's good to go. Like, that's literally how easy the install is on these. Super, super simple. You just kind of got to work a few things out. It probably took me like 45 minutes to kind of make a game plan and figure out where I wanted everything. But let me show you what makes this absolutely one of the best things I've ever done. So each one of these 6 power wires coming out of the back side of this fuse box, they all meet and go into this loom. It basically is a loom that has like this detachable pinned connector here, and you can unplug and plug it for routing purposes. But basically, this one wire now, this contains all 6 wires in one sheathed loom, and all I did was I just zip tied it to other existing things in the engine bay, ran it around the back side of the firewall, and then that one loom is now the only thing I need to add up to 6 accessories, and I put it through the firewall right there. If you can see where my index finger is pointing, that goes directly into the cab, and that is the wiring loom that now controls up to 6 accessories. I've only got 4 wired up right now, but now I've got headroom for 2. And they even make them in like an 8 and a 12 configuration, I think. So you can go even higher with what you want to do depending on what your plans are. And if you just want to give yourself a little bit of breathing room in the future, if you find something that you think would be a helpful accessory to wire up, you know, light bars, light pods, rock lights. I've got rock lights on this thing, so I've got those wired here. But it just cleans up the whole process, makes adding a new accessory so easy, because that first initial prospect of having to find a place to run the wires and to re-loom all your wires, because I always loom everything typically if I'm going to run it through the firewall. I like to at least zip tie everything together so that it's clean. But I'm just not good at wiring. I don't like it. My wiring is usually pretty sloppy. But this has made it to where I actually look forward to getting a new accessory, because I know how easy it's going to be to just lock it in and get going. So just want to share that with you, because I know a lot of Subaru owners were notorious for adding tons of accessories to our car. I'm actually going to order one for the Forester, because I do have a light bar that I want to put somewhere on it. It's like a small floodlight. I want to put it down a little bit lower somewhere on that vehicle. I think that would be kind of cool. So I'm going to put that on. I've got it on the Jeep right now because that's where the demand was for me, because I've got a ton of different things on this that required some wiring. So I finally just decided, hey, let me just do it this way. If you guys want to buy one, I'll put a link. I think I'll put it in the pinned comments for you guys. Just full disclosure, when I put Amazon links in the description of my videos, I do get a small commission from it. It doesn't cost anything to the customer, but it helps me, you know, buy mods, and just, you know, kind of helps fund all this stupid stuff that I like doing and sharing with you guys. You don't have to buy it through Amazon. You can buy it wherever you want, but just as a heads up, I legally have to give that disclaimer. If you get one of these, I hope you enjoy it as much as I've been enjoying mine. It's absolutely transformed the way that I look at adding mods. So hope that's helpful for you. And as usual, I will see you guys out on the trail, and I hope you have an absolutely fantastic rest of the day.